Hi guys, so this week we're answering a couple questions. What, if anything, makes the city vulnerable with regard to climate change? What might happen to the city in the future if it continues business as usual and no steps are taken to increase resiliency? Is there something unique about the city's culture or history that impacts its response to climate change? So what, if anything, makes the city vulnerable? The fact that it's a port city is a really big concern with the rising sea level. Like coastal cities, a port city, the rising sea level could cause it to flood more. The water rises, city close to water comes in. Definitely more susceptible to storms coming off of the ocean, stuff like that. But I was doing a lot of research and it looks like they have prepared for that. So this kind of goes into the second question. So what might happen to the city in the future if it continues business as usual? No steps are taken to increase its resiliency. So Hamburg actually has taken some steps to increase its resiliency. I was reading that in 1962, they did have a system of levees, but it was breached February 1962. It failed in 63 places and submerged almost a fifth of the city. As a result, now there's a new dam. And this article is interesting because it talks specifically about one place. I think it's pronounced Hafen City, which is like an artificial island. It's in the banks of the Elbe River. And so what they're saying, like in this article, is that those levees don't protect that one specific city. And what they do for this city specifically is that they have made artificial sand terraces that like place buildings 8 meters above the high tide line. So they're raising the buildings up for when the water levels rise. And it's also designed to be partially flooded, their waterfront. It's designed so that it can flood and then the water can go out. What they were saying here is that like the only thing is that they have older buildings that they obviously couldn't move up or build up into these higher areas. So they've been hardened to resist the occasional flooding. And then they have more direct exits to like upper level and reinforced windows so that they're waterproof. So I would say Hamburg is actually doing a lot to increase its resiliency, which is part of what I would say is the city's culture. They respond really well to the adversity that climate change brings, and even really well to other environmental crises like we've seen in our timeline and stuff like that, that they are really big on green energy. So yeah, I would say that part of Hamburg's culture is being environmentally friendly and being environmentally conscious and aware. So thanks.